Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a little update video for you guys today. I'm about to leave to my friend's Mercedes shop to install our Barton Hybrid 3 shifter. Unfortunately, we're not really allowed to film there because it's actually a dealership shop, but I'll try to sneak in a couple shots here and there. But after we're done that, I'm gonna do a little bit of a review and see if it's worth it. I mean, it's a pretty pricey one. It's about $550. So I'm not too sure about that, but I heard it's worth it, so we'll see. And then the other thing we're doing today is I found out 2 more of my control arms are bent. It's something you got to deal with when you get a car with suspension damage, but I already got the control arms in stock. They were only 50 bucks for 2 of them on eBay, so once again, budget build. I'm going to install those real quick, and then we'll have to get another alignment, unfortunately, which is alignment number 3. But yeah, thanks for coming back. Stay tuned. To let the exhaust cool down a little bit, we're going to be dropping the exhaust and drive shaft so we can access the shifter better. So I'm just going to go chill around here for about 30 minutes. So we started taking off the shifter from the top using this block that was supplied, and the bowl got stripped, so we're about to send it and just grind it off. So as I expected, I couldn't really record here, but here's a quick time lapse of what we did. Basically, we just dropped the exhaust all the way so we get more room. We dropped the transmission mount a little bit for more room. And as we were taking out the old shifting mechanism, water just started pouring out of it. So if you guys remember earlier in the build, we had a cracked windshield. And it looks like these past 6 months when the car was standing with the cracked windshield, there was water seeping right into the old mechanism here, as you see. And it was just nasty and rusty and water running out of it. And the new one obviously looks a lot better. Then another thing we did was we also installed IRS Subframe alignment kit because we're going to have to get another alignment. And I wanted to make sure that it aligns perfectly. And then we dropped it and we were all done. Guys, it's early Saturday morning. We're headed to Cars and Coffee. Sorry for the really narrow camera angle. This new iPhone has a very narrow camera for some reason, like it's more zoomed in, and this is the best angle I could get. But it's been a week with this Barton Hybrid 3 shifter, and I just wanted to give my review of it. Let me lower the camera just a little bit so you can see it. So it's been a week with this thing, and I gotta say, this is personally for me my favorite mod I did so far. The best way I could describe it is, my friend actually said this. He said it feels like a rifle. That's exactly what it feels. It feels like loading a rifle. Every gear is just super direct. There's no play in it. It just feels like a perfect mechanical shifter. This is how I would expect like a Audi R8 or Lamborghini gated 6-speed shifter to feel. Wouldn't expect that on the Mustang, and it really just ties in this transmission and makes it just great. Of course, it's also a short shifter. I didn't really think about it as much. I just wanted the really nice gear shifting, but making it shorter is so amazing. I mean, I could bang through gears so fast, and I know with 100% certainty that it's gonna go into gear every single time. Let's give it a pull here. Just like a snap of a finger. There's no weird vibrations, even though this thing is hooked up exactly to the transmission. So you'd think there would be you'd feel every single imperfection in a shift, but every shift is just perfect, no matter what RPMs. I never had any lockout issues, nothing. Overall, this thing, if you have a S550 or you're gonna get one, this should definitely be on your mod list. It's one of those things, I just kind of trusted the reviews and friends that recommended it, but once I got it, I was just like, yep, hands down, guys, hopefully this quality is a little better. I just got my iPhone XS Max. It's supposed to be a little better. This is the front facing camera and this is the rear face. So like I said before, I feel like I said this a couple times, some things just never end. We got more suspension issues, so I went for a second alignment because we got new wheels and tires, completely different offsets, sizes, everything. And they told me that a couple things were wrong. First was our rear subframe was misaligned, so I got the alignment kit and you saw me align that. And the second thing was, they said two of the lower control arms here are bent slightly, which would make sense because this is the side where the wheel was damaged from a curve or whatever this car hit. The only thing is, I wish they told me earlier before I got my first alignment and been driving around. Also, I've been hearing weird kind of uneven road noise from the front, so that would make sense. But I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do. Here's our new control arms. Well, they're not new, they're used, but they were 50 bucks each on eBay. I mean, 50 bucks for both of them on eBay. So we're gonna install them real quick. Well, hopefully real quick. Got all the control arms removed. Everything is nice and loose. That was actually the easiest control arm removal I ever had in my life. I don't know why, but all I needed was a 24 and a 21 and just came right off. Here are the control arms. Here's the new one, here's the old one. I don't see a big difference. I don't see any difference, honestly, but the shops at the alignment shop, they're the pros, and they told me they're busted or they're at least slightly bent, so I'll take their word for it. It was a very cheap repair. Also, this part right here is done. It's like wobbly, and this part is still nice. So at least we'll take care of that. All right, now let's put the new ones on. Back on this one and that one. That was also a breeze. Really happy how easy that was. Now I'm gonna put the wheel on, lower the car so we could equalize the suspension, and then I'm gonna tighten down the control arms again. Well, I wasn't able to see that the control arms were bad, but now I'm driving the car, and first of all, the alignment is completely different now. So that means the other control arms were different than these. So that means they're probably bent. And the other awesome part is the weird like road noise. This used to have a weird road noise that I was talking about is gone. So I'm happy about that. But we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get our second alignment and probably the 5th attempt for alignment. But it's kind of what you got to deal with when you get salvage cars, especially ones that had suspension damage. I usually try to stay away from those, but this one I had no idea that was the case. But either way, mission accomplished. So that took about, I don't know, 40 minutes. It was super easy. Did it during my lunch break, still have time to go to lunch. The control arms were only 50 bucks. I mean, if we had to buy from Ford and then pay a shop to do it, it would be close to 400. So let's say we saved about 300 bucks right there. So there's your budget build. So I was at Harbor Freight the other day, and I can't leave that store without buying something. So last night I bought one of these power washers. It's only 80 bucks. It's not the strongest one, but it's electric, so it's really quiet and it gets the job done washing cars. I got sick of doing the self washes, and I probably spend more in a month there than I did on this power washer. It also comes with one of these foam cannons. It's not as nice as some of the other ones, so I might upgrade that. So I'm going to use that. And also I got one of these absorber towels. I've been using microfiber towels, and it takes like 10 of them to dry a car. But this one towel easily dried my wife's SUV earlier today, so I'm really happy using this thing. And then Amazon is, well, actually there they are, down the street, and they're about to bring us some tire cleaning tools. So I'm going to show you those in a second. Just in time, got our Car Guys wheel cleaner. It's pH balanced and acid free, and our wheel cleaner. So yeah, let's get this thing cleaned up. That's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. To sum up, the shifter was 100% worth it. It wasn't the cheapest mod I ever did, but it was by far my favorite mod. I mean, you're always shifting and you're always feeling the difference, and it just makes me happy every time. The control arms are squared away, the car is aligned, it's driving really nicely. I'm going to keep on uploading smaller updates like this. I got a couple more mods in the works, some visual mods, a couple performance mods. Also, I'm looking into getting a new wheel setup for the winter. It's cooling down very fast and the summer tires are already turning a little bit plasticky, so we need new rims and some winter tires. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Peace out.